People don't understand that life is actually like being in the gym. Like you have to go to the gym so you can build muscle. What's good, my family? Vent Loves Love here. I just wanted to come up here because this morning I had a question that I asked myself, and I'm going to share with you that why was I allowed to become a nurse in this field, in this world, in this earth, on this earth? I really believe that there's outside stuff, right? And I'm totally exploring these ideologies because like I just feel like there's so much more to life. Like honestly and truly, I feel like there's so much more to life than going to work, coming home, going to sleep. I feel like there's so much more. But honestly and truly, like sometimes I really reflect on my choices, and I'm not one of those people who likes to live in regret. I think regret is a horrible thing to live in, but there's a lot of people out there living with regret, and I'm hoping that I can actually get them to shift away from that type of mentality, because life is beautiful, and I totally believe that if you just follow your heart, you cut down your chances of living in regret, right? So I've been a nurse for 4 years, and I work with the elderly. I worked on the terminal end of nursing, right, where people are terminally ill. They can't, family members can't take care of them. They may be demented or something like that. But working in that atmosphere has really given me the chance to understand patience and vulnerability, transparency, and forgiveness. Forgiveness on a very minute level, but it just opened the door for me to really understand forgiveness so that I can apply it to other areas of my life. Because I feel like if I never went into nursing, I wouldn't understand what forgiveness is, and I probably would have never worked on my trauma, right? So I feel like nursing was a gateway for me to work on the trauma that was inside of me, because I have a mother wound, right? I have a mother wound, and I basically grew up by myself. I had to learn life by myself, so therefore all of everything that I've went through, nursing has actually helped me, work through it in a sense, right? That's how I feel about my career choice, nursing. Nursing has helped me work through my trauma. And I am grateful for having that opportunity to work through my trauma, because a lot of people don't get to work through their trauma. So a lot of people get to lay on that bed and try to treat people bad because they are full of regret. And I want to come up here and let you know that you have to really understand that living in regret is not the answer, right? Because nobody wants to live in regret. The answer that's inside of your heart is the answer that would lead you to your happiness. Because a lot of people just ignore their intuitions, they ignore their bodies, they ignore their feelings. And when you start doing all of that, you're telling life that you just don't care what happens to you, right? You're telling life that you just give up, right? And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that life is actually like being in the gym. Like you have to go to the gym so you can build muscle. Life is going to throw you these curveballs to see how you're going to maneuver catching these curveballs, or you're just going to let it, are you just going to just cover and I'm sad, I'm this, I'm depressed, I'm this, that, and the third? Or are you going to catch it because you've been building your strength, you've been going through the emotions, you've been allowing yourself to feel what you need to feel so that you can build your emotional strength? This is why a lot of relationships do not work, because people are scared to show emotions, and people are afraid to go through, a tough moment together. Because when you come out, when you break through a tough moment, your relationship is a little bit more solidified, right? And this is why they say like you're taking stuff to the grave and stuff like that, because we went through a serious moment together. We went through some shit together. Nothing can come between us now because we went through some stuff together. You understand what I'm saying? I just made a new friend here in the country that I'm vacationing in right now, and we really a female friendship, a female friendship that I can say that's my sister. We went through a lot together. You know what I mean? For 2 months, we've been through a lot together. We did what we had to do together, and we did what we had to do. You understand what I'm saying? And like, I feel like that's a friendship that will last forever, no matter what. No matter if you're 10,000 miles away, or if you're right there next to me, or whatever the case may be, we will always be friends because we went through what we went through together. And that's why a lot of friendships don't work, relationships don't work. Any little thing that could shake things up or something like that is over. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, you don't want to live in regret for not fighting or giving life an actual fight, like you actually love this life. I don't know about you, but I love to be here. I love to see people happy. I love to see couples kissing. I love to be able to eat food. I love to be able to breathe. I don't take the little things for granted, because as a nurse, I just seen a baby, and a baby is able to swallow thin liquids, right? And then when I go to the nursing home, you're talking about you got to put thicket in it for a 70-year-old. And I'm just like, how is that possible? Like, how is this possible? What's going on here? You understand what I'm saying? You got to put thicket in it so that they can swallow this gulp of juice. Like, it thickens it. It's like cornstarch, and it thickens it, and they swallow it, and that's to help them from not aspirating on the thin liquid. But here goes this brand new baby that's drinking the thinnest liquid of the thinnest liquid, and there's no problem. There's no aspirations or anything like that. So I don't understand how this thing works. But life is funny, and the little things that we actually have, like we can walk, we can talk, we can think, we can blink. When you work on the terminal end of nursing, and you see how precious life actually is, because people are dealing with things that you yourself would be like, ugh, brother, ugh, like things that you don't even want to deal with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Things that you wouldn't even want to see on your body. Especially like wounds. Wounds is an ugly thing. Wounds is horrible. It's painful. People having wounds on their bodies, sores on their bodies and stuff like that. What's that disease? Hydrangeas something, and it causes the pus to come out of your skin. That's a horrible thing to have. That is ugly. You know what I'm saying? Life is beautiful when you tell life you want to take care of this. You want this. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all people are living in regret. Y'all not happy for the choices that y'all make. So today I'm telling you to say, well, if you're not happy about something, go and make the changes that you need to make. Even if it's just a little change. Oh, instead of you walking down this block today, you decided to go a different route, and you see something different. Expand your world. So I want to talk about the 3 things that has helped me, go through my healing journey, because I want to help people go through their healing journey. Because before we can even start talking about relationships, we need to talk about healing ourselves, right? I'm really adamant about having healthy relationships because of what I've seen growing up with my own family, right? And I don't want to be with somebody that I actually regret because I didn't listen to my intuition. Like, it's a big cycle. You have to listen to your intuition when you're dealing with people, right? Your body will tell you everything, because you're never going to get like a synopsis. You're not going to be able to call their ex-girlfriend. You're not going to be able to call their ex to find out who this person really is, because they're putting on a different show for you. A lot of people are behind masks. So you have to have some kind of connection to your internal compass so that you don't live in regret. I know a lot of people that's in the nursing home laying down on those beds and stuff like that are full of regret. I wish I did this and I wish I did that when I did it and this, that, and the third, and I wish I was like this. Listen, I don't want to live like that. I just want to be happy. And if something doesn't work out, guess what? I fail forward. I fail forward because now next time, if I know for next time, if I'm granted more time, I know for next time that I can do it this way. Everything is a learning experience. Instead of being upset that you didn't get it right the first time, allow it to be a learning experience for your life. Life is a test, and it's testing your integrity to be faithful to you, faithful to your heart, because we want people to be faithful to us. We want people to tell us that they love us, they care about us, they can't live without us. But yet, what we have, we don't pay no attention to. We don't pay no attention to our hearts. And that's a big problem.